There's lots of Packers green and gold here today too. But Stacy wants to say something to begin, and I think anybody else that would like to say anything, please come up and take a few minutes to share a story about Joey. So.
Well, first things first. Joe. Never
This
really
is Joey's healthy drink, a red beer.
That's one way to figure out.
That's probably par for the course right there too.
Yeah.
That's good.
Gold. Well, you have to bear with me because I wrote a lot. A lot to say about that guy. And I'll probably kind of read it because I'm nervous and please understand. Oh, Joe. Oh, Joe. Dearest friends and family, I'm grateful to have you all here with me to celebrate this great man. People literally came from around the world to commemorate and honor this sweet soul that was Joe. So thank you so much for being here. My heart is broken. Joey meant the world to me. And I know he's here with us today. I so know he's here with us. His heart was enormous. His spirit was intoxicating. His passions were endless. He was an athlete. He was a rock star. He was a fisherman. He was a hunter. He was a gardener. I don't know if y'all know that, but he had a very beautiful garden in front of our house. He was a perfectionist. Never did anything half-assed, that's for sure. He was a crabber. Like crabbing. He was a chef. He was a wonderful cook. Wonderful. It was hard for me, I'm very practical, and it was hard for me to want to go out to eat because he really could cook me anything that I would eat in a restaurant, and it would be just as good. He was a softball player. There's Jesse, softball player. He was a researcher. He was a golfer. He was a metal geek. He was a Packer fan. He was a football fanatic. He was a music enthusiast. Joey was a loyal friend. Joey was a dear son. Joey was a big brother. Joey was a father and a daddy. Joey was my husband. And Joey was my best friend. Well, I'm truly devastated by the loss of Joe. I take solace in the fact that there are a million little pieces of him in our 3 children. I look at their precious faces. I see one. The others are here somewhere. Little Braids is here somewhere, right? Okay. I look at their faces and I know that their daddy is with me every day. Kira, where is Kira? Well, Kira's daddy's little girl. Kira is a mathematician. She's a scientist. Kira finds peace in the outdoors, just as her dad did. She is constantly collecting treasures in nature, bugs, rocks, shells, leaves, acorns. She loved to fish with her dad, gripping those worms and squeezing them onto the worm threader like a pro. She recently started playing the keyboard and the violin. She loved music. She loves music. And William. Oh, William. William has the intensity that was Joe. Very intense personality, much like Joe, and maybe like many of the other Williams men. Scary. William has that kind of hard, grumpy, kind of gritchy exterior, covering a soft, sweet, and very sensitive interior. He has Joe's hair, big and poofy and thick. He had Joe's cute little hairline as a newborn baby and had his first haircut when he was 11 months old. He had a lot of hair. He still does, has lots of hair. Maybe if he does shave his head someday, it'll come back curly like his dad's. Yeah. William is passionate about his interests, Star Wars in particular, as many of you know. He knows every detail about those movies, those characters, lightsabers. It's incredible, actually, how much he knows about those movies. William is thoughtful and he's curious. He's always trying to make sense of the world. And Braids. Brady is our wild man. Brady's so full of life and personality. He's playful, he's silly, he's a friend to all. Brady is uninhibited energy.
Brady!
Something tells me that Brady will be the one taking his pants off on stage someday. And he will make his daddy sorry. Please ask Braids to give you a booyah or a stomp, just as he always did to his dad, and Joey would smile about that. I have to mention Joe's are yellow Labradors, Potsy and Griff.
Potter, come here, buddy.
Joey loved those dogs with all his heart,
Potter.
like they were his kids.
Potter.
Potsy. Please take a minute to give Potter a little scratch behind the ears because he truly is sad. He's waiting for Joe. Waiting for Joe to come home. I won't ever forget the image of Joe walking down the sidewalk to our local park several times a day, every day, Potter trailing him the whole way. Potter was Joey's dog, and he knew it the minute he first saw him. He did belong to someone else, actually, when Joe first met Potter. But he knew that dog would be his. And now Griffey's my biggest protector. I guess it was just meant to be. He's Mama's dog.